This is Brian, or Rank 1 Mindset, back again with another video. And today we are going to be looking at the Bubba and Hillbilly changes. So, let's read out the developer update for, well, June or July of 2020. We're back with another developer update, a series of blog posts detailing various changes to come to Debian in the near future. This time around, we're diving into everything chainsaw related, as well as some quality of life improvements coming to the game. The Cannibal update. People that don't know who the Cannibal is, it is Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. For a long time, he has been considered a very weak killer. He has not had a very good power, and has been overall ranked not good and horrible in some people's eyes. Base kit changes. First, the Cannibal's chainsaw now activates like the Hillbillies. Rather than needing to be fully charged and then release, the small charge prevents instances where you release a button a sliver too early and cancel your chainsaw accidentally. You won't want to hold it for too long, though, or otherwise Leatherface will go into a tantrum. So from what I can gather from this, it looks like Bubba will be having a type of tantrum where if he charges his chainsaw for too long, then he goes into a swinging tantrum. So now there's a bit of skill involved with him. I like that. I like Bubba. It's one of the killers that I always wanted to play, but I was too nervous to because I don't want to get wrecked and get entity displeased every single game I play with him. Bubba's chainsaw now has 3 charges by Huh? No, time out. What? Bubba has charges now. I swear, dude. If they make it to where his chainsaw can only be used that amount of times, has to recharge, they have nerfed him. And I'm gonna pummel my full ass into this camera, if that is the case. I swear to God, devs, you screw this up, you screw your entire game up. Turn that light on just because I need to. When starting your chainsaw sweep, one of these charges will be consumed. Pressing the power button again will refresh it and consume another charge, allowing you to continue your chainsaw for another 2. That is a buff. I'm sorry, what? Yo, that's crazy, mate. That's crazy. That's cool, I like that. You want to access the situation, fuck. I'm blind. You want to access the situation carefully. Each charge you use will also extend the tantrum and miss attack cooldowns, so using more charges can backfire if you're not able to fall too. Charges refill automatically at a rate of every few seconds, so he's kind of like the nurse now, in a sense of it. His power now, as far as I can tell, is and then that's one charge, and then you keep going and going and going, and then once the final charge is gone, the cooldown is slow. That sounds good. That means that you will have to assess. He's definitely now not D tier anymore. He's no longer a D or F tier killer. I'd put him at least C+, but nowhere near D anymore. Good job, Bubba. And good job, devs, actually. That's fairly impressive for a company that's kind of screwed us over a couple too many times. Frick, my hair looks awful. There we go, that's better. Okay, so charges refill automatically at a rate of 1 every few seconds. I like this. Okay. Additionally, Leatherface's maximum movement speed while using his power has been increased from 3.06 meters to... No! Good job, devs. Good job. Really good job. You didn't wonder, oh, you're being sarcastic. No, that's good. That is amazing. And you made me think, well, it's not that much. It's just a few more meters. Let me tell you something. Now that he's faster and he has more of these charges, if you are in a dead zone or in any other zone where he can guarantee the hit, you are screwed. And if you are all in a group and you just stay there, that's it. Game's done in 5 seconds. Everyone is going to go down. Bubba, okay. I'm enhancing him to C++ here. I don't want to put him in B tier yet. But, ooh, there's a video. Alright, let's see this. Video with it. Okay. Time out. Let's rewind just a little. It's rewind time. We're going to reassess this for just a little bit. I don't know if any of you saw, but he legit went for a solid 5 seconds. And Bubba's turn time is amazing. I will not put him at A tier. I think he is B tier. I was thinking about it from a different perspective of like paper, but now that I'm seeing this is amazing. Well done. Alright, let's watch this again. That is so long. And the cooldown's not even that bad. I'd say enhance the cooldown by at least 0.5 seconds. Oh. That's a new animation. Let's watch this again. Oh, you are screwed if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. He's B tier. Easy B tier. Easy B tier killer. Not like easy to play, but there is a mouse skill. So you cannot charge it for too long. And he goes into a tantrum. And he loses all that. Okay. This is cool. I actually like that. That is actually a good buff. Add-on changes. We've done a pass on the Cannibals add-ons, with nearly all of them receiving some sort of change. These changes will modernize his add-ons and bring them in line with the standards for killer add-ons, which are 4 common, 5 uncommon, 5 rare, 4 very rare, 2 ultra rare. Oh, he's getting ultra rare add-ons! Yes, finally! I'm not sure. I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure they were the only 2 killers that did not have ultra rare add-ons. Well, Nurse was also in that category, but she got her ultra rare add-ons. It was the bookmark and the cigarette box. Then the plaid flannel became a common add-on. That's so good. Alright, shop lubricant. This is where the tweet came from. This is what they were saying. An oil specifically formulated for chainsaws, a special additive prevents oil throw-off. Downing a survivor with a chainsaw while no other survivors are in your terror radius will hide the survivor's aura for 20 seconds. I don't know about this one. This one, I don't think it's that good. It's actually pretty bad. I'd say demote it down to at least uncommon because it's not that good. Or make another thing. But for right now, I don't think they're going to do that. But I'd say make it uncommon because it's not that good. It's built-in knockout, basically. If none of you understand what this means, it means that if Claudette, who's definitely hiding right behind the barrel, ready to blind your eyes and suck your soul dry, as long as Claudette's not there and no one else is there, they can't see the person that got downed. Meaning, it's an okay counter to empathy and other things, because then you lose track if you're not paying attention. Okay, keep it at rare. I can keep it at rare. That's fine. I would say, though, make it to where it doesn't have to be in the terror radius. Just make it to where they can't see it. Depth Gauge Rake. Sounds like something you could order at IHOP. Tool that increases the angle of the depth gauge, making the chain eat more wood. If you don't know what that is, you won't know. Just don't. Here. Increases the number of I'm sorry, what? With how I see Bubba right now, if you increase the number of charges, My man is going to be zooming. Hold on. Here, I'm going to show an example of how Bubba is going to be like now. Here, I'll show you all. Broom, 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 broom. With this add-on, though, things are going to change. And I'll show you how. Watch. Broom, 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 broom. He'll have a larger cooldown, but it'll be worth it in the end. Hopefully, I don't know. And the thing is, he's a pallet farmer. He'll just destroys them upon impact. Iridescent flip. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. That is a very weird add-on. Iridescent flesh. Alright. A thin slice of smooth young flesh, the veins shimmer with luminescent glow as if life still flows within. Hitting a survivor with a chance to replenishes his charges. I'm sorry, what? He's Legion, but way better. Bubba Baines. I salute you. We're looking forward to see what you can do with these new add-ons. Perk changes. Finally, we reviewed some of Leatherface's perks. It's finally more real. I love how they say finally, because they have not made any changes to these killers for the past 2 years. Alright. Franklin's Demise. The one perk everyone hates. And his works the same, but there are some new things. So, of course, if you hit this right with a basic attack, I can't remember. I'll have to elaborate on that one. I'll get back to you. The last item will be consumed by the entity after 120, 190 seconds. Ooh, that means if someone has a key and they forgot where they got hit, say goodbye to the key. You ain't using it. It is not picked up before the timer runs out. Reveal the aura of the items on the ground within 32, 32, or 32 meters in a white aura. The aura of the items fades to red until they are consumed by the entity. Okay, so it's kind of like a combo of Buckle Up and Plunders in a way. You're wondering, how's that? Well, Buckle Up, when the survivors down on the ground, they go from red to white, which when they're all white, that means signifying that, okay, it's time to go for the heal. And Plunders is where you can see items that are in chests or on the floor. I don't know. I think that's how. Yeah, Plunders, I think that's how it works. I'm not sure it's on the ground. I'm pretty sure it's only in chests. I don't know. I'll have to elaborate on that one as well. So you can actually see the items. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, Knockout. The one perk that everyone runs in a slug build. Oh, I see Hillbilly update there. Oh, he's strong. We're gonna get to that nightmare after Knockout. We might be fucked in the asshole. Knockout. Survivors put into the dying state. Fuck! Survivors put into the dying state by your basic attacks are not revealed to other survivors when they are standing outside of a 32, 24, or 16 meter range. Survivors put into the dying state by your basic attacks crawl 50, 50, or 50% slower for 15, 15, 15 seconds. It's still a slug build perk. That is not bad whatsoever. That's actually kind of good. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Perfect. During this time, survivors are afflicted by the blindness aspect. Oh, he can't pinpoint. That's good. Okay, Knockout. Good perk. Okay perk. I won't say it's a good perk. Good perk is like Haunted Grounds, Barbecue. Man, Leatherface's perks are just good. And now that he's getting a buff and now he's a good killer, hopefully, I kind of like him. I used to hate playing Bubba. He used to suck. He kind of now does not suck, but If you went back to when it was first released, people would tell you he was the worst killer in the game. And for good reason. But I like this. So the Hillbilly, I'm saying, oh god. Keeping the theme of everything chainsaws, the Hillbilly is also receiving some changes. For the most part, we are happy of the way the Hillbilly performs. His power is very versatile. Good. Allowing him to quickly traverse the map, zone and survivors instantly down them. From a survivor's perspective, there is also a reasonable amount of counterplay, leading to interesting chases where the best player often comes out on top. Okay, their reasoning isn't totally ridiculous. Base kit changes. Given that we are already happy with the way the Hillbilly performs, okay, so they're not survivor side at all. Not all survivor side, they're now kind of equaling out. The changes to its base kit are minimal. We are not removing any of the options, but you have what you have with this chainsaw traversal. Feathering? Feathering? The hell is feathering? Doesn't I swear if they put the glitch where Hillbilly could just run into something and just legit yeet out of the map, if they put that in on purpose and are not removing it, if that's what feathering is, that's awesome. Instead, we want to focus on the skill-based gameplay and put emphasis on using your chainsaw effectively, only adding a small drawback to misusing your chainsaw. Oh god. In 4.1.0, the Hillbilly chainsaw will now feature an overheat mechanic. Revving the chainsaw will now cause it to accumulate heat, which can be seen in about the lower left corner around the power icon and on the chainsaw itself. Depending on the chainsaw also causes it to heat up at a much lower rate, the heat will dissipate over time when the chainsaw is not being used. If the overheat meter fills completely, it can no longer be used until it's completely cooled down. When this happens, if the cooldown increase rate, if the chainsaw overheats as you are sprinting, your sprint will not be interrupted. Oh, I get what they mean. Okay. So what's gonna happen now is that if you're just revving it in the air, doing this weird thing all the time, eventually it's gonna overheat and your freaking chainsaw isn't gonna be usable for it. I need to know how long it is, but please make it short. The goals behind this change is to add a small drawback to misusing the chainsaw, and to add a bit more depth to the chainsaw with the resource management. Check out the overheat vanity thing. Alright, let's see this. What was that sound? I see new add-ons in the corner. Okay, yeah, it's pretty short. Okay. I'm so confused on what that sound is. Oh, I don't know what that. Maybe they're adding a new sound stem. I don't change. Like the canon we've done in the past on the Hilly's Islands, brought them today with the rest of the roster. Once again, we can't list all of them here, but look forward when we can. Dad's boots, a pair of trusty boots pulled from the corpse of Max Thompson Sr. Modernly increases chainsaw sprint steering. Okay. Pick out gloves. Random smelling gloves soiled with unknown substances. Despite everything wrong with them, they do have thick fabric. Moderately decreases the heat gain when starting to rev the chainsaw. Okay, this will probably be that'll probably be base kit. Light chains that decrease the weight of the chainsaw, allowing for greater maneuverability. Continue a chainsaw spray after breaking a Yo, that's good! Combine this with the previous add-on, that's amazing. Survivors with a chainsaw are damaged for a single health state. Okay. Well, it is balanced then, so I do like that. Perk changes. We've also taken an opportunity to visit two of the Hilly's lesser used perks and spruce them up. Oh. Bring Enduring back to its original state. Unlike other pieces of the fog, you have adapted to light. You are immune to blindness. Immune. Now, Lightborn right now, you can get blinded still. But this one, You are completely immune to it. So that time Blind, he had their aura revealed for 6, 8, 10. This perk is amazing on Pyramid Head. Calling it right now. Good perk on Pyramid Head. And I have this as a freaking teachable. What are you gonna do, buddy boy? What brings you down here, baby boy? When a generator is repaired to 70% repair part, the triggers a loud noise notification you're getting the undetectable status. 70%. Oh, so they buffed it. So now it's not 95% anymore. It's 70%. That is good. I like that. Because back then, Tinkerer used to be useless. Like, right now, it's pretty useless. And I'll tell you why. If you are trying to get to the generator because you hear that and you're undetectable, chances are you're not going to make it over there in time. Unless it is a single person working on the gen and you are a stealth killer and he is injured, the perk is useless. This perk is good now, and I like it. What I would say, though, is buff the seconds. Because for killers such as, Legion, maybe, that could be really good. Hillbilly, good. Leatherface, it could be good. Because, he has that increased crap now. Bubba still doesn't have map pressure. I forgot to address that. He doesn't have map pressure still. That chainsaw kind of is scary. But he still is a good killer, and I definitely put him at low B tier, but he's still in B tier. He went from D to B. Good job, Bubba. Good job. I might play you in a stream. By the way, speaking of stream, in the description down below, I will put a link to my Twitch channel. You either follow me there, or your mom's a hoe. Server improvements. Currently, hits are handled on the killer's end. If they appear to be within range of a survivor, they will be able to hit them. In most cases, this works well. The killer is able to reliably hit survivors, and the survivors see roughly the same thing on their end with a small amount of latency. If the killer has a weak connection to the server, however, it can cause some strange-looking hits to appear out of range, most notably at pallets and windows. Okay. This is needed a lot. I'm not a survivor main. I like playing killer. I like playing killer a lot. I don't like entitled survivor mains. But what I like... What I like is that they're making it to where you don't get hit through the pallet anymore, or windows anymore. They tried this once, it was minimal, but now this might be maximum. Testing, during this upcoming PTB, we will be testing server-side hit validation. PTB can only be accessed on PC. Sorry to all console and mobile players, it is not going to be on consoles or mobile devices. Which kind of doesn't make sense because you do want all input, right? To put it simply, if you have a stable connection, you won't notice any difference as a killer. Your hits will appear instantaneously and should not be rejected. As a survivor, however, a killer with a weak connection should no longer be able to hit you from further away due to their high latency. Secondly, we'll be increasing the tick rate of our servers from 30 Hz to 60 Hz. Basically, this means that the server sends out information twice as frequently as before. This is the result is more accurate. We will be monitoring the changes closely over the course of the PTB before proceeding further. I like that. That says peanuts. Peanuts. I didn't say the other word, I said peanuts. Last but not least, new promo code system will appear in the game store. This system is exactly as it sounds. It allows you to redeem a promo code for in-game goodies on any platform. Starting with the mid-chapter update, you'll notice a redeem code button in the featured part of the store. Clicking this button will bring up a menu where you can enter a promo code to the reward. These rewards can be anything from clothing to blood points or even auric cells. That seems interesting. Keep your eyes peeled when the system goes out. You have a chance to get some codes. Ooh, okay. This brings us to the end of the July 2020 developer update. All the changes and new features mentioned above will be available for testing in the player test build opening Tuesday, July 7th. We look forward to hearing from what you think once you have a chance to try them out. The Dead by Daylight team, post-edited by Peanuts at 1:52 p.m. I think this is good. I like how they buffed Bubba. I like how they made Hillbilly have a bit more skill cap to him. They did nerf him. I cannot say anymore that he is an A-tier killer. A lot of people are going to disagree with me on this. Take it where you can. But right now, with the way this is, I think Bubba is better than Hillbilly. Actually, no, Hillbilly's still better than Bubba. Sorry, Bubba, but you're a good killer. Both are B tier. I feel like that now. Because revving the chainsaw used to be your best chance in getting the kill and downing them because you could just wait for a while. But now that you can't do that, I feel like it kind of loses it. He probably is either A or B. Still A or B. But anyways, this has been our video on the July developer update. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I will put both links in the description, and I'll see you in the red ranks. The worst matchmaking system in all of China.